to NightChild's Reviews. Now, for me, Prince is an incredibly positive aspect of my life, and for me, I really wanted to share some of that positivity I get from the community. We often don't talk about it enough. So this is just a kind of brief things I've noticed this week, positive shout outs to people who are doing amazing things in the Prince world. These may not all be things that have just happened, but they're things that caught my eye and I thought, they're doing a great job. So full credit to them. Number one, let's go.
Ariel, these are my records.
Now, first off, and I absolutely love this. It's by a dance collective called Let It Happen, and they've done a dance routine to musicology. Now, I love this because first of all, it shows that young people are, engaging with Prince, going to get excited by Prince, bringing their own interpretations, bringing energy. And I really love this because to see the younger generation come through and just rediscover and kind of reinterpret Prince's work is fantastic. You cannot watch this without smiling. It's full of energy, humour, kind of just a vibrancy, just an absolutely skilled group of dancers, and I cannot praise them enough. They are just fantastic. I've watched this clip so many times and it just brings joy to my heart. So here's a little snippet of Let It Happen, the amazing dance group performing musicology. Now, my second pick of the week is something that just takes me back to when I first became a Prince fan. I became a fan in '89, and one of the first concerts I managed to see on VHS at the time was the Love Sexy concert, and you have the white Thunderbird taking Prince, to the stage and then back from the stage. And this week, Paisley Park are showing off the White Rad Ride, as Prince calls it, featured in the Alphabet Street video, and obviously a smaller version used through the Love Sexy tour. And it's a Paisley Park. Now, just to see that kind of must be an amazing thing, and it brings back so many memories of that time, that particularly important time. The Thunderbird is iconic with Prince, with his ties to his father and ties to movies, Under the Cherry Moon, various different things. And I just think it's amazing to see. Prince obviously famously flipped the Thunderbird over and had a car crash, but luckily just had a scratch at the time. So I mean, this car is just wrapped up in so many Prince memories and stories of the time, and Paisley Park are showing that off. I don't think I'm revealing anything secret in my third choice, that the Prince podcast, Michael Dean and Podcast Juice and all the people that work with him are held in such high regard by the community. Everybody talks about them in respect, and I just really appreciate what they're doing at the moment. There's so many great things they're doing, kind of what Prince did this week following Dwayne Tudor's book, and so many great videos. But the one that really caught my eye was a video entitled Stories Behind the Classic Prince Album Covers. And it's an interview with the former VP Creative Services for Warner Brothers, Laura LaPuma. And I tell you what, it's fantastic to go in depth into those album covers. And that's the thing I love about the Prince podcast. You get to talk to engineers, you get to talk to designers, you get to talk to people who made Prince's stages, Prince's clothes, worked in the studio with him, musicians, and they get the stories that perhaps you wouldn't see otherwise. And this is why I love this podcast, and particularly this episode about behind the scenes of kind of classic Prince album covers and how they came to be. So it's definitely, as always, worth checking out and subscribing to. My final choice this week is for someone who I'm very honoured to call a friend, I hope, Vas Christian, who has a website called welcometothedawn.org, and it's a work in progress, the website, but he's published this article called The Road to Day 7, which is basically a state of play, a state of the union, if you like, of the Prince estate and where we are at the moment, the good, the bad, the indifferent, all those things. And they always say that you admire in other people what you can't do yourself, and the way he writes, I wish I could write like that. It's just fantastic. It's incredibly detailed. It's clearly a huge labour of love, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this website grows and grows. But this article, The Road to Day 7, it's a joy to watch, to read. It's just, I can't really talk about it enough. It's the detail, the passion, and it's a kind of very fair and balanced opinion, which you don't always get on social media. Social media is either it's brilliant or it's terrible, and this is just the opposite. It's a calm, considered, forensic view, and I just think it's just an amazing piece of work. Sometimes when people create something really amazing, it just you feel kind of, I don't know if pride's the right word. I mean, obviously it's nothing to do with me, but it's just you just feel incredibly honoured to know those people. Anyway, that's my fourth and final choice, and I'll see you soon, and love you guys.